got to win these rounds, okay?
Gotta win.
No, this ain't right. Yeah.
It's the 12th round.
Yeah. No, we got to win. We got to win these rounds.
Okay.
Don't give him away. The guy's laying around. He's laying around
Okay.
so he can make a big spurt. Okay.
We need this round. You hear me?
We need it bad.
Okay. All right. We don't
Last
want
round,
to
James. Let's touch love.
We don't want to leave this judge's hand, all right? Let's go out there and throw some combinations, okay? All right, you bite down hard. All right, bite down hard. Go out there and work your ass
Walk out
off.
of here, son.
Okay.
See that dog?
You throw them shots over. You got to double them shots, double them punches. Okay. Double punches. And don't lay on him, Rock. You only got.
Let's go to work. Let's go.
In the 11th round, by CompuBox count, Hasim Rahman threw exactly twice as many punches as did James Toney. As we go to the 12th round, you have to wonder, did Toney shortchange himself in the gym too much?
Well, Freddie Roach was telling him, in effect, you got to knock him out. You got to hit him about 30 of those shots.
Rahman tapping with the right hand. Both fighters are going to try to show a burst of energy here as round 12 begins.
Let him go.
Quick left hook lands for Toney. And the jab as Rahman comes forward. Rahman has been an increasingly easy target as his foot movement has waned and his jab has begun to diminish. But still, working, throwing more punches.
He's definitely outworking James Toney.
Rahman is showing desire tonight, and sometimes it's been missing.
He's showing desire, but he's also showing, to me, a weakness in his defense. I see so many flaws in his defense that a real, true, big heavyweight may would take advantage of. He's been, Toney's pretty much hit him at will whenever he wants to.
There's a right hand over the top that lands for Rahman. And Toney smiles. That usually means I got hurt a little bit.
Yeah, but he was rolling. Even though he got hit with the punch, he was rolling away from the punch. It didn't take the full impact the way it looked.
We're halfway through the round, and if Freddie Roach was right, Toney's a half a round away from losing, because Roach, as Larry pointed out, was in effect saying you need a knockout.
Is this the end of the heavyweight fantasy and run of James Toney?
Go.
I wonder if some fans are booing right now for a guy that they bet to the level of 2-to-1 favorite in the fight, realizing that he did not truly condition himself to try to become heavyweight champion.
And he spared all of those rounds, everything. Was just wondering how did he still have that type of weight on him and still to be 5'9".
Well, people close to him say, they whisper, he has an eating disorder. He simply cannot stop himself from eating.
That's the only thing that could explain
Hey,
it.
Jim, he was fighting 50 pounds less than this just 3 years ago when he fought for the cruiserweight title.
77 pounds tonight, above the weight at which he knocked out Michael Nunn to win the middleweight title in 1991. But of course, the judges hold the cards here. It's not out of the question that Toney has won it with his sharper, better connects. At the end of the day, Rahman is the one who has looked more the winner. Rahman has been able to work harder and throw more punches. Both fighters raise gloves. Rock raises his higher.
James still fought a very, very determined fight. Just a little too much, I think, in terms of the physical strength and all the extra weight that he had on him.
Harold, how'd you score it?
Jim, I was wrong. Before the fight, I really thought that James Toney was going to do better. Hasim Rahman fought a very, very gutty fight. 116, 112, 8 rounds to 4. Rahman, he outworked him the entire fight. He deserves this decision.
He closed the show throwing 90 punches in the 12th round. Hasim Rahman said to us yesterday, I'm conditioned to fight 12 rounds. At the end of the day, he was. Certainly to a greater degree than the opponent who was in the ring with him. Let's take a look at the judges who will be scoring the fight and providing the verdict. Tommy Kazmarek, veteran New Jersey judge, notable fight, had James Toney a 15-13 winner over Mike McCallum in their first fight. But that was for McCallum, not for Toney. Jon Stewart. Notable fight, Juan Manuel Marquez, 115-110 for Pacquiao in that noteworthy draw. Marquez against Pacquiao. Stewart was favoring the aggressor there. If he favored the aggressor here, that would be Rahman. And Nobuaki Uratani from Japan, only 5 title fights, scored Rahman versus Barrett last August, one-sidedly for Hasim Rahman. Michael Buffer has the verdict. Let's find out what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Jon Stewart scores the contest 117-111 for Rahman. Tommy Kazmarek scores the bout 114 even. Nobuaki Toney scores the bout 114. By majority rule, the bout is a draw. Still WBC heavyweight champion of the world. The title is retained by Hasim "The Rock" Rahman.
So the verdict is no verdict. They fight 12 rounds in Atlantic City in an attempt to clear up a part of the heavyweight championship picture, and it is no clearer. Hasim Rahman, who got hold of a belt after the retirement of Vitaly Klitschko by winning what amounted to a pass-through against his friend Monty Barrett, again gets to keep the belt. James Toney, who won a belt against John Ruiz and then lost it after having been stripped because of steroid use, again has an argument to make about his own claim to a belt. Curiouser and curiouser. Final punch stat numbers: Rahman landing 16 more, throwing 300 more punches in the fight. Toney landing at a higher connect percentage. 2 of the judges saw it even. Larry Merchant is in the ring right now.
All right, thank you, Jim. Let me talk first to Hasim Rahman.
Talk to James first. I like to do what he do in the ring. He like to count in the ring. I like to count outside the ring.
You want to counter him, but we want to hear your view. Did you think you had won the fight?
Oh yeah, I thought I won the fight. I think I was winning the fight before the last round. I thought I won the last round. But James Toney, a tough fighter. I know if we fight again, he's gonna come in much better shape. I can tell by the way he's fought in the past. I don't have nothing but respect for James Toney. But James like to start this stuff, man. I tell him, man, we can both talk trash. So I can talk it without, using profanity and attacking him personally. I'm saying we the best that ever did it on the trash talking. So I'm saying enough respect. He's going straight to the Hall of Fame. I'm trying to get him and then try to get myself somewhere along the great. But he already a boxing great. I don't have nothing but respect for James Toney.
So you look across the ring, you see James Toney, you see what he looks like. Do you think you can lose the fight to him?
No, I think I can beat James Toney. I think I can beat James Toney. Then now, I see, James gonna make a lot of adjustments. It's easy once you've been in there with somebody to make adjustments. He feel a little bit of my power, I feel a little bit of his power. I think we both gonna come in better for the next fight. And I've seen James Toney fight a lot better. I don't think that was 100% James Toney. I'm sure something happened in camp because he wouldn't have came in weighing what I weigh. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have came in next time we fight. He probably come in.
Did he hit you with a lot of clean shots? Did he hurt you?
No, I wasn't hurt. I hit him with a lot of clean shots. No, hardly nobody don't ever do that. Can I get some credit?
No, you do. You followed your game plan, which was what?
Which was, stay behind the jab, really offset him. I really wasn't supposed to lead with no right hands. I did that a couple times, got caught, because James the best at countering right hand. We all know that. It ain't no real secrets with James Toney. The only secret is how much he gonna eat getting ready for camp. If he come in heavy, you know what I'm saying, he give me a better shot. If he come in, round 215, 210, 220, then the work gonna be a little harder.
Thank you very much, and congratulations for retaining your title, Rock. James?
Yo, what's up, baby?
You were told by Freddie Roach going into the 12th round, in effect, you better hurt him and maybe stop him. He thought you were behind. How did you see the fight?
I saw myself winning by 2 or 3 points, but hey, that's the end of the game, I come back and be stronger. I thought I won the fight, but hey, that's where it goes. Everybody, Billy Blanks, everybody, thank you for letting me just play. Uncle Boo Boo, Margaret, my mom, I love you.
Did you have any problem in training that deterred you from losing more weight?
Everything, my training camp was good. Everything was, you know, have to make it feel justice.
Did you make a mistake by not coming in lighter?
I ain't made no mistake at all. I never made a mistake. You know, the guy, he came in ready to, he came in for James Toney.
Did he fight a...
James Toney, one of the best fighters. He came in up to par. That's the bottom line.
Did he fight a more disciplined fight and a better fight than you thought he could?
Yeah, he was kind of scared. He's scared to come in like he do everybody else. I knew that was going to happen. They all say one thing, but what the hell can a man do that 69 other men couldn't do? Ain't nobody knocking James Toney out. Nobody. But the man upstairs.
Thank you very much, James.
Yeah, for sure. All right. HBO, baby.
All right, let me just have a couple of words here. Well, it looks like that obesity plague that we have in the country, they tell us, will not have a champion. Question I posed before the fight was, the heavyweight division is an army of rabble looking for a leader. Was the leader in the house tonight? I'm afraid I have to say I didn't see him. Rock Newman is still a young man, and he's still be a force, and he'll be part of the process that we're having of finding the one and true champion, Hasim Rahman, somebody that will lead the parade, somebody people will turn out for and say, there's the heavyweight champion of the world. Didn't get him tonight. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. Is the division snake bit or what? I mean, anything would have been better, right?
It just leads to more confusion. And what really surprises me the most is Rockman seems to be very understanding about the decision, especially when I thought he'd won, and he thought he'd won, but he accepted it. He's talking about the rematch, and I mean, just
you know, well, that's Rock. I mean, he has accepted disappointments over and over in his life, and seems never to be really thrown or fazed by them. It's always like, okay, whatever, what's going to come next? Rock is bankrupt right now, and insists to us that that isn't a problem of any sort whatsoever. So I guess he figures, all right, there'll be a rematch. I'll make some more money and get another shot.
Well, I thought that this fight should have had a clear winner. Hopefully we got the winner of the fight between Chris Bird and Vladimir Klitschko to move towards unifying the